I don't want a lot for Christmas.
Hi, and welcome to this episode of All I Want for Christmas is to live the life that I love. I am your host, Daniela Gabrielle, and I'm so glad that you stopped by to watch today's broadcast. On yesterday, we talked about planning to prosper in the new year. And if this is your first time tuning in with us, All I Want for Christmas is to live the life you love is all about my broadcast, my gift to you this holiday season. I want to empower you to live a life that you can be proud of, excited about, and wake up every day renewed, refreshed, and ready to change the world. I want you to be able to live out a passion-filled life, and that's what our episodes are all about. So we're going to get ready to get started. I want you to grab your handy-dandy notebook. I'm going to go grab mine, and then we're going to get started with today's episode. Stay tuned.
One thing I need, and I don't care about the presents, only need the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking.
And we are back. I've got my handy dandy notebook. I hope that you have your notebook and pen and that you guys are ready to learn and grow. Remember, this broadcast is all about giving you the tools and the resources that you need to discover the life that you love and to go in it. I want you to break out of that place called stuck, complacency, that place called I'm not happy and frustration, and break into the life that you love. I want you to be able to look back and be excited about all that's going on in your life. And so today's lesson, we are going to talk about tying up loose ends. That's right. If we're going to go into this new season and live the life that we love, if we're going to embrace passion-filled lives and go forward pursuing purpose, we have to begin to tie up some loose ends. So as we get ready for the new year, our last episode, we talked about, remember, planning to prosper. We talked about the different keys that you need so that you can plan to prosper in the new season and in the new year. Now I want to talk about tying up the loose ends. So before we shift over into that vision that you have for the new year, you have to begin to go in and tie up your loose ends. So point number one is, don't end 2013 with incompletions on the table. So that's the first thing. Some of you guys have some projects, some things that you said, I'm going to do, I'm going to work on, I'm going to finish. And you have said, I give up. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's still a little bit of time. There's still time in 2013 for you to get at least one thing done. So that is my challenge for you today. My challenge is find that one thing that you can finish and say, look, I have accomplished something. I've gotten something done. I've got one more thing off of my list that I can say I've done. I've committed to. I've got my last book that I'm trying to get finished. And for those of you guys who don't know, yay! We released the music single Fly Free 2.0 and it came out and is available on my website today. All right, I'm done with my shameless plug. I'm really excited. I just want to share that with you guys. But I also have something I have to tie up. I have to tie up writing that last book and getting that book finished and completed so that it can go out to market in time for your guys' new year. And so although I can look back and say, man, I've accomplished a lot of great things, that's that one thing that I want to tie up. I want you to find that one thing. What's that one thing that you're going to finish doing, even if it's just organizing and getting your life together? Find one thing that you're going to tell yourself, I am going to complete this. That I am not going into 2013 with 2014, with incompletions. Do not do that. Okay? So you're going to finish what you started. You're going to choose that one goal that you're going to finish for this year. Number two, rollover goals. So some of you guys are like, wait a minute, Daniela Gabrielle, I didn't do anything on my list for 2013. How am I going to finish everything that you started? Part of finishing what you started is one, completing that one goal. But the other part is being able to recognize and realize that your goals can roll over from year to year. There are things sometimes that happen in our lives, circumstances and situations that may allow us to miss all the fullness of what we had for our vision for the year. That doesn't mean that we throw it away and say, oh, well, it didn't work out. No, you roll that goal right on over into next year and you start getting together a plan and you start working on that plan. You don't throw away the goal because you didn't finish it this year. So for all those people who are anti-resolution, anti-goals, let me tell you something. If you got to roll over that goal till you get it, you roll over that goal till you get it. Writing a book has been on my list of things to do for years, and it wasn't until 2012 that I actually was able to sit down and I actually took the time to stop, write, and get that out. Get it out to the public. So you have to understand that in like manner, it's the same thing with you. You have to keep rolling it over until you get it done. Don't give up on that goal because you didn't finish it this year. Roll it over and put it in your completion list. All right. So Do not dispose of the prior year's goals in the new year. All right. And then even in the midst of your rollover goals, I want you to create a realistic plan with realistic deadlines so that you can incorporate that rollover goal into your new year. And there are certain things that they need to roll over, and they need to be non-negotiable. If it was on your list to do last year and you did not get it done, make it a non-negotiable for 2014. That I will not negotiate. I will not give myself excuses. I will not write myself a free pass for not working on this goal. Those issues, those things that you were working on this year that you didn't get done, they should go to the top of your priority list for 2014, and then you start bringing in your new goals. Okay. All right. And so number 3 in tying up loose ends today is fix and forgive. I want you to say that with me. Fix and forgive. Okay. I want you to say it one more time. Fix and forgive. That's right. Fix and forgive. We talked about not going into the new year with loose ends. And we always think of that in our goals and our to-do list and all that kind of stuff. But I don't want you to go into this new year, into this new season, into the life that you love, carrying on to old baggage, things that hurt, pain, emotion, all those things. We don't want to take those things into the new year. You have to fix and forgive. So I want you to sit down and I want you to grab your notebook. You got your notebook, right? I want you to grab that notebook and I want you to write a list. I want you to think about relationships. I want you to think about things that are going on in your life, issues, things that are broken. And I want you to make a list of those broken relationships, of those broken emotions, those broken situations. Sit down and make a list. What is broken in my life, in my heart, emotionally, spiritually, relationally? What is broken? Okay? And once you make that list of what is broken, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to set your heart that I am going to fix and forgive. That means I am going to forgive those that hurt me. I'm going to forgive those that took advantage of me. I'm going to forgive myself, because sometimes that's the one that hurts the most, is that we're holding on to a message. We're holding on to a thought. We're holding on to ideas in our heads and things on the inside of us where we're angry at ourselves. We're angry. We're disappointed in ourselves. Do not take that feeling of disappointment and anger and frustration into the new year. Forgive yourself. You made a mistake. If you messed up, if you've fallen down, I want you to get back up and know and understand that you can get back up. You can start all over again. You can have a fresh beginning. Forgive yourself today. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. I need you to let go in this new season. Forgive and fix. Fix and forgive. Look at those relationships. If you can salvage those relationships, if you need to go back and tell somebody you're sorry, if you need to go back and tell somebody you love them, if you need to let go of that hurt, fix relationships. One thing that I'm noticing all around, especially in this holiday time, there are people who are grieving because they have lost loved ones, and that hits home during the holiday season. There are people who don't have their parents, they don't have their friends. And here you are, you may be angry with a sibling, or angry with a parent, or angry with a coworker, and you have other people who are grieving, wishing they had time to fix things and get them right. I'm here to encourage you today. Fix and forgive. Don't take that dead weight into the new year. Don't take that dead weight into the new thing. This today is all about tying loose ends. I want you to look at every area of your life, and I want you to say, I am going in to the life that I love. Because see, 2014 is going to be your best year yet. 2014 is the year of accelerated expansion. You're going to grow. You're going to move. You're going to expand like you've never expanded before. You don't want any dead weight. Nothing. We're not carrying any dead weight into the new season. So I want to go back over those so that you can remember. Don't forget, number 1 is don't end 2013 with incompletions. We want to make sure we get things complete. Number 2, if we can't get it all finished, make sure that we have our rollover goals. And number 3, fix and forgive. That is the most important. Share the gift of love. Be the gift of love during this holiday season. Let it go. It's not worth you taking it into the new season. Relax, relate, release. Let it go. Because guess what? There's probably something that you've done somewhere where you need forgiveness. You want somebody to fix something, and you need to be that same person. Fix some things today. Go get it right. Just go get it right. You know it's in your heart right now. Go and get that relationship right. Fix and forgive. This is that season of love that we want to embrace. And you cannot live a life that you love holding on to anger, bitterness, and resentment and looking in the past. So let it go. and let's get ready to fix and forgive. So that is our lesson for today, talking about tying up loose ends. I'll be back in just a few minutes with our motivation moment of the day, and that will end our broadcast for All I Want for Christmas is to Live the Life We Love. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. I want to introduce you guys to my friend, Miss Maddie. Isn't she so sweet? This is not my dog, but this is my friend. I am Maddie's TT. And so say hi. Say hi, Maddie. I'm probably driving Maddie up a wall. But I wanted to come with you for the last few minutes of our session today. And I wanted to talk to you guys about our motivational moment of the day. Are you ready? I am ready. Okay. Now, the motivational moment, I've got one word for you, one powerful word for you. And that word is build a big frame. That's right. I need you to build a big frame. Some of you guys have huge, humongous, big dreams, and the things that you're building, the things that you're building in your lives, you're not thinking big enough. So today I just want to encourage and inspire you and let you know that this is your season to build a big frame. Now, when I say build a big frame, I'm talking about the foundation. Your foundation has to be laid, and you have to have a strong foundation. So whatever foundational things that you need to grow the life that you love, to walk in the things that you need to do, whether it's education, whether it's going through some things spiritually, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is that you need to build the foundation, make sure that you have a strong foundation of faith in which you can build the life you love on. So I want you to begin to think about, how am I going to build my foundation? How am I going to grow? Number 2 in this building a big frame is your structure. You've got to begin to structure your business, structure your life, structure it in a way that it can carry and have the capacity to be large. Okay, because some of you guys have been thinking, you've been thinking a little too small, and in 2014 you have to think big. This is your time, your season to go big. Stop drawing back, stop being afraid, stop worrying about what other people are going to think or say. This is your time, and your word is that this is your time to build a big frame, not a small frame, not a little frame, a big frame. And then finally making sure there's room for expansion. There's nothing like in the natural, in just regular everyday life, a builder goes to build a building and then they build it and it's landlocked. That's the worst thing. You never want to buy a building that's landlocked. Why? Because there's no room for expansion unless you have to go and buy and tear down. So it's the same thing in your life and in your business and in the things that you're building. You're building a brand, you're building a business, you're building your life. As you're building it, make sure there's room for expansion. Make sure there's room for you to grow, because I come to declare and to decree and to speak into your life that you are getting ready to stretch out like never before. New doors, new opportunities, new things are coming into your life, and you've got to be ready. So I come to encourage you today, build a big frame. Make sure that you have a wide foundation with a deep foundation, a wide and a deep foundation. You have a strong structure, and finally that you have a room for expansion, because 2014 is the year of accelerated expansion, and we are going to grow like never before. So that is my encouraging word for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of All I Want for Christmas is to Live the Life That I Love. I love you to life. Maddie says goodbye. Say bye, Maddie. Goodbye. Say bye. Maddie says bye. I say bye. Have a great day, and we'll see you on tomorrow's episode.